We're back for another week of the best teams in EU going head-to-head in Deadlock Fight Night. In the challenger match this week, we have an old team in name, but new team in roster of Pojilaya Skumbriya taking on previous champions of Parivision. With the recent patch buffing Sinclair just a day prior to this taking place, Parivision start off banning that away. As of late though, we have seen an uptick in the amount of teams using Grey Talon as well as Pocket. After dying first in lane, Saf gets his revenge on Jam's side with some great snipes. With these like insanely long respawn timers, but somewhat of a dive coming on the lane too, and also at the same time Jam's side getting extremely low here. The ult is up for Saf. He, I think, is low enough to be finished off, but you know what? Doesn't need it. Just uses his fist.
Okay. So Saf sees an opportunity. I think Jam's side pushes up and tries to telekinesis the Grey Talon, and then turns his back and goes to farm the creeps under his turret. The problem is the wave is pushing against Jam's side when he tries to start that fight. Oh, Saint!
After hitting the 11-minute mark, PS was already down 4 Guardians to the 1 they've been able to take. The aggression continues out of Parivision as they grab a catch on Wolfie in lane 3 and turn it into more kills.
But never had an opportunity to go for the Affliction. Definitely being chased down now as Prestus turns up. Affliction does get popped. Can he get into the satchel just in time? But God, there's just too much damage. And now Prestus, of course, would have had a soul exchange where it needed. It wasn't. Last stand going to come in now. Put together. Who's there to be fighting? Yeah, the Calico I see. Spotted out now. It's going to be a little bit dangerous for Alex, but Play With Me still got brought down. That last stand has now expired. In the meantime, Saf and Prestus getting busy.
Seeing the overcommitment of PS for the left-hand side buff, Together and Saf push on the lane 4 Walker, catching out Piggy.
He's health in probably 1 charged shot now. And that rain of arrows looks to clear the way a little bit more. Of course, our spirit ability is doing a little bit less to structures like walkers and such. It's not nothing. Here comes the Wraith, though. Telekinesis used there pretty much straight away by Jam side, but they don't want to stick around for the fight. They just want to keep this Walker alive.
Oh
We're going upstairs, though. Stein Idol desperately used here, and Piggy is in deep trouble. That's 2 charged shots, and there's more where that came from. Nice dodge away from the Kudzu bomb. Divine Barrier also now being popped by Piggy, trying to get away with the airdrop, but
Pojilaya respond to that push by making their own on lane 1.
Up as well. See the ultimate coming down of Abrams here, gets a stun onto 2, but there's not gonna be a charge off. That's on cooldown right now. He's gonna be forced to back away here as they're making their own push and own play onto the lane 1 Walker.
Yeah, but again, I just think this is going to be a tough ask for Pojilaya Skumbriya. They didn't initially look like they were set up for this, but now they're able to break through.
Saint, who's been quiet most of the game, tries to flank behind Parivision only to meet his demise as PS lose 4 players and the last 2 Walkers.
Being so far behind, but we're gonna see a big fight here, Mitch.
Yeah, absolutely. Saint just going to get blown to smithereens here. Taz a little bit too strong. Cold front popped as they're trying to push up here onto this lane 1 Walker. Pojilaya Skumbriya looking pretty scary. In comes the Abrams. Nice little melee follow-up there, but it's just too much damage coming back the other way. Alex in the meantime trying to split push that lane number 1, but I think this one has gotten a little bit too out of hand already.
Wolfie gets an earned turn-in, but it seems like Saf sent him back to the Shadow Realm as they go for a mid-boss.
Way ahead. Jam side as well, looking scary. 26k souls, looking extremely brolic at the moment. Wolfie at least able to turn in that urn. And what do Parivision have to say about this, Jason? Saf is on the way. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's an Abrams, for God's sake.
Oh, we do see Ivy looking to get away. What? Hello?
Oh no. Okay, mid-boss time now. Or at least feigning mid-boss time.
Oh, yeah, it's the bait.
Yeah. Anyone caught out by this though? Not really. I mean, yeah, ban-wise was kind of here. Here goes Alex. Okay, trying to cause some problems. Oh, frozen shelter. That's a problem. I like this tech. Is very cute from the Calico to try and escape. Getting up on top of that ledge here, but Tornado comes in here for Play With Me, and the damage is just far too much to resist. There'll be more, of course. Okay, Sam.
It's if you can get ahead like this, you can like 1 or 2 shot anyone on the other team that isn't like super fed. We're gonna see a contest here. I feel like PS have to go for the contest. They're just like gonna give it away, and it's gonna be a free take for Parivision. But I feel like this is just the beginning to the death of oh my God, Piggy!
He's dead here, I think.
After seeing their opponents get 1 shrine and leave, PS push out only to be caught.
Distance.
Yeah, and I'm reminded by Xylas in the chat as well that once you are rank 3 in the charge shot, it's 2.5 times scaling on your spirit. So that is, yeah, pretty insane. Okay, Jam side. Oh, man, they get into the fight. Almost 30k souls on this raid. Pretty legitimate threat here. Okay, Al. Okay, the damage wasn't not quite as exciting. Yeah, I mean, they've nerfed that. You can no longer like spam Al and get Omega value from it, but still. Shrine down. And it's just the patron here. Return of Shadows being used there by Alex. trying to avoid this level of pressure now. No ultimates to make use of here for Pojilaya Skumbriya. 5 players on Parivision that have the Rejuvenator.
With the next respawn and mid-boss, Parivision immediately focus it down as PS comes in to contest.
But they're giving PS the opportunity to go for a steal here and potentially a big team fight. But it's all about Saf. Got to keep the eyes on him.
Yeah. Getting the Great Helm set up for success is going to be crucial. Here comes a supply drop. Bomb comes in. It's just a little bit too late. Piggy not able to get any stuns off that. Rejuve picked up, and there's Saf just rinsing Jam side. And Saint here, probably not in a position to do too much either. They are on the run.
And with those 2 kills they got, Parivision pushed the base and secure a chance at taking on Virtus Pro in the money match.
That came from in this Parivision. Pojilaya Skumbriya reformed recently and doing pretty well so far, like in the 1-win tournament, but this game, unfortunately, not their game. They do not have a comp that plays well from behind, and they don't get off to a hot enough start as Parivision advancing to our best of 3 against Virtus Pro.
So I think we see why Great Talon's kind of getting a return back into the meta of EU as Saf dominated Pojilaya Skumbriya. Parivision have once again returned to the championship match where they look to reclaim the throne, but Virtus Pro are there waiting as they look to defend their title for the 3rd week in a row. Thanks again for watching the recap, and make sure you guys like and subscribe here to Locked In.